What's going on, everybody? James here, redoptionagency.com. 21 years selling on eBay. So I've got two books. One I haven't found yet. One has some of my highest dollar sales in when I started eBay. But I did find this. When I first started selling on eBay, my user ID was just music and games. And I made this catalog up for, I'm not sure what it was. It was for a show or something. I think Jan was selling crafts at some show or something. I gave her this to take with her, so if anybody wanted anything out of it, they could buy music or stuff off of me, because I don't know. It was weird. But anyway, so this was a little logo that I had created and stuff. But inside, you're going to see a bunch of different items. Just a flashback to when I first started selling on eBay. Starting off with this Cardinals Christmas CD right here. This is an item I had hundreds of that I bought from Streetside Records, was a local record store. And they were clearancing them out. And one of the stores got all the CDs from me that they had in a warehouse. And I bought them all. So that's the first thing in here. Next up, we have Prince's Crystal Ball that I was selling for $50 a piece. Wish I had all those now. I probably had about 70, 80 of these at the time. I bought them for $5 a piece from the music store that I worked at. So after I quit, before they closed, this was an item that they ended up clearancing out. And I was able to go back and buy them for like $5 a piece. So had lots of those at the time. A Black Crowes CD box set. U2 Rare and Remixed. I had a bunch of these also that I picked up somewhere. I don't remember where I picked those up at, though. And then you may have heard me talk about before Music Outlet, the Country Music USA and the Smoky Mountains, but Music Outlet was their chain. And these were some of the items I'd go back and keep picking up almost on a weekly basis. I'd pay like $2.99 at the time for. And I was constantly selling these items. These are two of the items that I was picking up, new and sealed. Here's another item I ended up buying a bunch of copies of. Same with this Tiffany. Don't remember where I picked those up at. Blair Witch. I think I picked those up at a Goodwill for like 50 cents a piece, and I had a buttload of those at one time. Same with the Godsmack DVD. And here's two of the cassettes I would get at the Music Outlet. Barry Gibb, now Voyager, which this one I probably still got a lot more in stock. There might even be some still in my store that I may have come across recently and just put back in, that I put back in storage because they just didn't move as quickly then, but I had tons of them. The same with On Golden Pond, but that one sold pretty consistently. I doubt I have any of those left. Mickey's Ultimate Challenge on the Game Gear, another thing I picked up in bulk, I think from I want to say a Big Lots on that, because I remember getting a couple of Game Gear games in bulk at Big Lots. And then some used PS or Nintendo 64 games that I had multiple copies of. And then we're going to get into, this is some of my personal collection. This is some of the stuff I sacrificed to start the business. So you can get a good look at a lot of rare music from early 2000s and about what they were selling for at the time. So I'd be curious to go through these and search on eBay now and see what they're selling for now on eBay. This was a limited promo that we would give out for I think it was the Kiss Greatest Hits CD. But yeah, had some rare sealed stuff that I kept sealed. And then some indie stuff. This stuff like this and the Fox Gangster Love, I think, have been repopped now, so I don't know what the originals would go for at this time. But a bunch of different stuff. Icon, that was another one I would get at Music Outlet, pay $2.99 for. So I would get that in consistently. Sealed. The original cover of Kitty Spit's album. Kitty's album Spit, I should say. Vintage, or autographed Vinnie Vincent CD. That's a great album. Let's see what's next. Cypress Hill Live at the Fillmore Limited. That was another one I picked up a lot of. I think I got those at Warehouse Music before they shut down. Juliet, a good band. River Dogs, David Lee Roth. When this came out, Dream Theater Live Scenes from New York, if you see on there, it's burning, but it is the Twin Towers. This CD came out right at the time, right before the Twin Towers were hit. So they pulled that cover. So I went around to all the record stores and bought up all the Dream Theaters that I could get from that cut with that cover on it. Some Mr. Big, Dangerous Toys, promo picture disc. I, Napoleon, great album. The Howard Stern Private Part CD, which I still have a bunch in storage, and I'm selling them now for about $25 a piece, I believe. And I bought off that J.M. Marie, J.M. Marie, I think it was, on the 1 cent, the original 1 cent CD on eBay. Because I would, every time they list one, I'd buy it for like cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, whatever. And just kept stocking up every time they listed one. Craig Bissonette. Motley Crue, Megadeth, Dora. That was a bootleg, actually. That was probably one of my first Veros on... No, I don't think did I? Yeah, I guess I did put it up there. I don't know if I got a Vero from it or not. I wouldn't put it up today. But, let's see what else we got here. Some Japanese stuff from Vince Neil. Blonde, self-titled album. Good album there. Alice Cooper, Last Temptation with the comic book. And then we got down to other stuff. I was always going out, since they're a local band, I was getting about $12 a piece for these on eBay, but I would go out and buy them here locally for $2 and $3 a piece and sell them online. So this is like a way of putting my store in paper form, so if people wanted to look through it and see if they wanted anything out of it. It's just a glance back in time. And most of these that you've seen the last few pages, I only had like one copy of. I was just adding them to pages just to kind of fill a book in, make a book, if you will. So. And also bought a bunch of the Card No Christmas on cassette at the same time. I got the CDs. Even back then, you still had picture problems with eBay. Zeros. Funny band right there. too much to talk about in here. Getting down to the lower value stuff that was in my store at the time. And this was before, I think, the best offer option. I forget what year the best offer option came into play, but this stuff is before, pretty sure before the best offer option. Because I remember when the best offer option finally came available, I made sure I used it. Baton Rouge was another one I would get consistently at that music outlet. Hurricane Alice. Kicks. Hot Wire was another one. Bill and Ted was another. And Anthrax, Sound of White Noise. Then you could put a little bit more money into your product because you weren't paying so much in fees and promotions back then, so. Firehouse was another one. Green Jello. Throwback, I remember when that came out on the N64. I am getting stickers. Here we go, even more. Johnny Law. That's funny. How many pages did I make this thing? And then I started just getting sloppier with it. Like, whatever. I gotta spend too much time doing this. Let's just... This is funny. Can't wait till I find the book of all my high dollar sales, though. Because a lot of the high dollar sales would sell quickly, so they'd be different from what was in here for the most part. Except for the ones that, I hope those sold while I made that other book. I'm not sure. I don't know what's all in it, so we will see when I find it. Even some socks. That's funny. Then I downgraded even more, so this ain't gonna be worth looking at, but just a bunch of low dollar CDs there. But yeah, that's what I did. So that's the one book I did, but hopefully I'll find that other one soon. Dollar CDs and stuff. So there you go. There's a little throwback in history of my reselling past. I wish I had all those now. Wow. Wonder what that's going for now. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, just thought you guys would like to see that too. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.